Hey guys! Before we start the video, I would just like to say I love comments. Comments are the best. So, if you comment down below saying where you met your first love or how you liked Eleanor and Park, either one, then I will give you a shout out in the end of my next video. So thank you so much guys, and I hope you enjoy watching this, and I hope you comment below. Bye! Hey everyone, I am doing a reading vlog on Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. I'm super excited. I've never read this before. I had never heard of anything of it before we started reading, which turned out to be a mistake. I wasn't prepared for the domestic violence situation. If you're watching this and you haven't read it yet, but you want to, then major warning right there about domestic violence and emotional and verbal abuse of children. That's a thing. So, yeah. So, in general, spoiler-free review, I liked it quite a bit. The ending was a little unsatisfactory for me. Park and Eleanor together were very cute. It was very realistic and very lovely. The dialogue between them was excellent, and I liked that a lot. Part of the ending was not satisfactory. We didn't really find out what happened to some of the characters that I had invested interest in, and I'm really sad about that. But aside from that, I really liked the book. I thought it was well written and very enjoyable. So 4 out of 5 stars. Okay, after this point, it's gonna go into the vlog and I'm gonna spoil away, okay? All the spoilers after this point. So if you don't want spoilers, then bye! Have a good day. Hey everyone! So I'm about to start Eleanor and Park, and I've never read this book before, and I know very little about it, and I'm pretty excited to read it. And it's gonna be my first Rainbow Rowell book, which is so cool, because I've heard nothing but good things about her and this book. So, here we go! Okay, so I just read the first page where he's talking about Eleanor and how he keeps seeing her on the street even though she's not there. And now I'm really worried I picked up a sad book. I'm not good with sad books, so I might cry on camera. It sounds like she's dead. I don't want her to be dead, and I don't even know her. Okay, Steve's a real douche. I'm on page 6, and just gonna put that out there. He's a douche. Oh my gosh. The scene where she's trying to find a seat on the bus, but no one's letting her sit down. I relate to this so much. I had this exact experience in middle school, and old sucks. Okay. So she's having trouble in school, and her parents' reaction is to put her in honors classes. How the fuck does that make sense? There's not even any logic there. Is this how people acted in the 80s? I don't understand. When she says she's a charter member of the family, and the mother apparently told Richie, who I'm guessing is her husband, that she was ready to be part of this family. Meaning Eleanor was ready to be part of this family. That doesn't make sense. Has she been living with her dad this entire time? I'm guessing Richie's not her actual dad. Is she a foster kid? Wait, she wouldn't be a foster kid because she actually called him her mom. So, I don't understand. Park's grandmother sounds great. She's got so many snappy comebacks that leads in his head. So, that's awesome. Alright, so I've read the first 3 chapters, and so far it's pretty good. It's incredibly realistic too, being in a bad school with a lot of bullying and everything. I think Park is kind of a jerk, but I understand his reactions because that's very similar to how I reacted and acted in middle school, and ashamed to say. So, yeah, I like Eleanor quite a bit, though. I don't know what's going on with her and her family, but so far she seems pretty cool. really sucks. Her home life seems very shitty, and Richie is definitely an asshole. I hope he dies. Like his assignment of choosing a poem that speaks to you, choose a poem that will help you speak to someone else, when like picking a poem to memorize and read to the class. I think that's really cool, and that would have been a fun assignment in class, honestly, even though I don't really care for poetry that much. So I finished the first 4 chapters, and I really like the book so far. I'm gonna take a break from reading for a while. I might pick this up tomorrow, might pick this up later tonight, I don't know. I like Eleanor quite a bit. I seem to like understand her pretty well. I understand Park to an extent. I don't really want to understand him because I know it's very similar to how I acted in middle school. Until next time, I guess. Okay. I totally agree with this line that it made sense that Tina was in Eleanor's gym class because gym was an extension of hell and Tina was definitely a demon. I hated gym class in high school, so I relate to this so much. I'm guessing Richie is abusive, which kinda sucks. I don't know if I want to read this book anymore. I hate it when there's an abusive parent involved, because I just find it so disturbing. Or like if there's an abusive relationship, but it looks like this one has it. And I think that because like she has to make Richie have a different dinner than everybody else. Richie gets steak while the kids get grilled cheese. She has to send the kids up to their rooms as soon as they're done, so like they're out of Richie's way. Like that's kind of like red flags already, and we haven't even like heard much about their relationship yet. Like not too much. Oh shit. Eleanor had pretended not to notice the bruises on her mom's wrist. I was right. Abusive. Richie must burn in hell. I hate this. I hate hearing about an abusive home and stuff. When Eleanor was a kid and Richie had first gotten there, while they all huddled together, when like they were shouting and crying, they were messing with Richie by stealing his cigarettes or knocking on the doors when Richie and their mom was about to have sex. I don't want to hear this. I'm regretting picking up this book, honestly. I like that both she and Park decided to pick poems that rhymed because it was easier to memorize and stuff. I'm guessing that's kind of like a hint that they think the same way. I'm not sure, but clearly it's important because it was mentioned. Okay, I think it's cute that he's turning the pages more slowly so she can read the comic with him. It's kind of like they're setting up their own like weird friendship thing. But it's not exactly friendship because they've never spoken to each other, but it's almost friendship. It's kind of cute. Why the fuck don't they have a bathroom door? Oh, everything about her home life is so cringy and it sucks. This book is so rough. I don't like reading about her home life. I mean, it's a well-written book, it really is. I didn't sign on for one that was this rough, though. I guess I should have paid more attention to, like, the reviews and plot summaries on BookTube before starting reading this book. Aww, it's really cute, because now it's, like, basically a buddy read, because they were reading a comic on the way to school, and she thought he was going to finish it in school and everything, because that's apparently what he usually does. But he didn't. He, like, waited for her for the next bus ride home. That's so cute. I like that a lot. Then he handed the comic to her. Oh, that's so nice. I like her idea that Romeo and Juliet's making fun of love. That's pretty interesting, honestly. I've never read it, but I would buy that. I know, that sounded bad. But I would buy that because it's like love at first sight. Obviously Shakespeare knew that didn't really happen. making her a mixtape because she said that she had never heard these bands, but she wanted, like this band called The Smiths, but she wanted to, and he's doing it for her. That's really sweet. I like how nice he's being, even though it's like such a reluctant niceness, he's still being nice. Okay, I finished the first 10 chapters. This book is really rough. I didn't realize how rough it was going to be before I got reading it. I hate reading about abusive relationships like so much, and this one is just so realistic to what living in a toxic household with an abusive person is. However, it's well written, and I like her developing relationship with Park quite a bit. I can't wait for more of that. I like that he's being nice to her, but he doesn't really have much of a motive. He just wants to, which is really cool, and it's making her day. Well, days. So, it's nice. Alright, I'm gonna get back to you later. Bye. Okay, can we just discuss this quote? Maybe Park had paralyzed her with his ninja magic, his Vulcan handhold, and now he was going to eat her. That would be awesome. Can we just please talk about that? And how weird that is? Unless she's thinking, then, you know, the fun type of eating, I guess. Then that means go for it. Except strange it's a teen novel, but okay, I'll roll with that. Otherwise... I love how cute it is when they hold hands. Like, them just getting used to it and everything, but with like very few words. It's really adorable. They're so dorky. She can't look at Park when they're holding hands, and he can barely finish his sentences. Ugh, high school. I wonder if Eleanor dresses so weirdly and outlandishly so that way her mom would actually pay attention to her. I don't know if that's true or not, but it would make sense since she's mentioning about how her mom used to occasionally notice what Eleanor was wearing. But it would explain her strange wardrobe choices, I guess, even more than having a lack of washing machine would. I like Mr. Stressman. He's weird, but really funny, and I feel like he means well as a teacher. So he's cool. Okay, her mom is such a fucking bitch. She's not letting Eleanor babysit and make a little extra money because of the resentment she holds towards Eleanor's dad. And all this would mean is Eleanor doesn't get $10, which means Eleanor cannot buy a fucking toothbrush, and she wants a fucking toothbrush really bad. I know, she's got issues. She has an abusive husband. I get that, but right now she's a fucking bitch. I hate her so much. Of course she's gonna go talk to her husband about this. She has to consult her abusive husband about everything. Because that's who she is. It was a mistake reading this book. It's just gonna piss me off. She wants to babysit so she can talk to Park on the phone. Also makes sense. Also, a very small wish, her mother doesn't have to be a fucking bitch about it. Park is cute. I really liked the line where she's like, I'm never mad at you, and he says, you must just be mad near me a lot. I don't know why, but I just find that really cute. like it when I get these old 80s references. Like, you know, 8675309. Yeah, that's fun. I like how complex Park's feelings are towards Eleanor. Like, he really likes her, and when he's with her, he can't think of anything but touching her, but, like, he's still self-conscious about how the school sees her, and he's worried that people are making fun of him because he's getting close to her and everything. Like, I really like that, because that's very realistic of teenage feelings sometimes. So, that's pretty cool. I like how complex it is, and honestly, he's still a pretty good guy, even though he's feeling like self-conscious and insecure, and I really like that. How does she hate Summer of '69? It's such a great song. Oh. She has horrible taste in music. Just can't forgive that. Horrible taste. Something really bad's going to happen. I'm positive of it. Because it's chapter 19, and when she woke up that morning, she felt like it was her birthday. Something really bad's gonna happen. I've now read up to chapter 20, and I just finished the scene where she is babysitting for her dad, and she is at the house alone, and she has access to a phone so she can call Park, and they're actually able to, like, tell each other everything they really want to tell each other that they can't say on the bus, and it is so amazing. I love that chapter. I love that scene. I think it was more than one chapter. But that was so sweet. And I felt so bad because, like, they really can't be together that much during their own life because of Eleanor's home life and everything. And it sucks because there's no way Park would, like, truly be able to understand what's happening and why she can't. Because you just wouldn't unless you're also in a less than ideal situation like that. And it's so sad, but obviously the story doesn't end here, so I know they're gonna figure something out, and that's good. I'm really mad at her dad, because her dad seems to have a very stable life. He's clearly, like, he has his shit together, mostly, but he somehow doesn't have room for his kids and will just, like, leave them in an abusive home with the mom and the stepdad, which is just not cool. And, like, I feel like I like the dad even less than I like the mom, and I don't even like the mom that much, because the dad really could have helped. And the mom's being tormented too, like, she's a victim, so I get her bitchiness and stuff more, even though I'm still mad at her. But, yeah, the dad could have actually helped. But, oh my gosh, so, enough of that bad stuff. Park and Eleanor together are so good. They have such great dialogue, and they really just take me back to high school, and I love that, even though it's, like, so bittersweet at the same time because of all the shit that's happening. And he finally said that he loved her. Oh, it's so sweet. Now he just needs to, like, actually stop being embarrassed by her, because it was, like, so sad and heartbreaking when, like, she just immediately knew, or, like, assumed that he would be embarrassed to bring her to his home and everything, because, like, she obviously doesn't like herself that much. She's used to being a nuisance to everybody, and she just expected the same for his family, and he said, "You won't embarrass me ever," and stuff like that, but, like, he already is kind of embarrassed, and, like, I just want him to get over that so that way they can be together. I know, that's obviously not the only thing stopping them, but... Okay, I feel like I'm just gonna keep repeating myself now, but it was just so amazing. So I'm just starting chapter 25, and a lot has happened. Eleanor went over to their house once. It didn't go over that well. She didn't feel like she belonged and stuff. And then she and Park kind of got into a bit of a fight, and that led to him and Steve getting into a fight as Park tried to defend her honor but also defend himself. And Steve did this weird half misogynistic apology where he was like, I won't make fun of her now that I know that she's your girlfriend, because obviously he has more respect for Park than he does Eleanor, because, you know, that's guys in the 80s, I guess. But then Park's mom was being a bit of a bitch. I didn't like that at all. It was really weird and judgmental for her to judge Eleanor based off of her family and stuff. Like, that was dumb. And I understand why she's irritated that Park got into a fist fight. I do understand why she'd be worried about that. But Eleanor didn't cause it, and it was really annoying that she blamed Eleanor for that. And not, like, Steve, for instance, who was blatantly bullying Eleanor and attacking her on the bus. Not physically, but still attacking her. The dad was actually pretty cool, though. He tried to help the best he could. Kind of got the mom to apologize and stop her weird no dating Eleanor rule. So I'm glad he was actually cool for once. I guess, like, the dad and the mom, like, mean well. Park's mom and dad, at least. They mean well. They just, like, don't really know what to do, and I guess the dad kind of relates more about the girlfriend than, like, other things, and the mom relates more to other things. And then we just had Eleanor had to call the cops because she heard gunshots and stuff. And the cops kind of, like, left and were suspicious, and it turns out it was her stepdad who did the gunshots. So that kind of sucked. I don't like learning about her home life. It's so realistic, that's the thing. I just don't like it. And I really dislike the mom. And I know she's in a bad situation herself. She has an abusive husband who she's clearly terrified of. But, like, at the same time, I resent her for putting her kids in this situation. And I wish, like, she actually had the guts and the strength to leave. But I know she won't. Because that's just kind of how things go, I guess. And also, I know a few spoilers, so I'm guessing she will never leave Richie. So that's about where I am right now. I think I might be done reading this for a little bit. I think I just need a break. It's very rough. But at the same time, it's good. And I hope Park and Eleanor get, like, at a good place again. Because there's still, like, awkwardness and tension between them, and I don't want that to be there. Because Eleanor really needs Park, kind of, to be, like, her safe haven. And obviously Park likes Eleanor a lot. So I want them to be, like, good. Alright. That's done for this recap right now. Okay, so they're on Christmas break right now, and Park's mom got Eleanor a Christmas gift because she now sympathizes with Eleanor because she also grew up in a big family where resources were scarce. And I really like that. I'm really glad his mother has some depth to her, and, like, she doesn't just think Eleanor is, like, this indecent girl. Like, she understands, I think, a bit better now, and that's pretty cool. I don't know why Richie got the kids Christmas presents. I guess that was nice of him. I feel like there's some ulterior motive. I don't trust him at all. And I understand why everyone was, like, so uncomfortable with it, because it was just so unexpected and weird and stuff. So I don't really know what to think of that. Eleanor, as a mother, is being really bitchy. I really don't like her. The thing is, she called Eleanor, basically implied that Eleanor was the spoiled brat because Eleanor didn't want to get into the car with Richie driving when Richie was drunk. And, like, and she's basically, like, saying Eleanor is, like, messing things up, and to remember that yeah, Eleanor can get out in a few years when she goes to college, but she's stuck with him because he's her husband. And the thing is, she can leave him. It's really hard for me to sympathize with her because as far as I'm concerned, she has a choice. And I know things are complicated. It's always complicated in an abusive relationship, but she still has a choice to get out of there, and she's not. And it's really unfair of her to put so much blame on Eleanor when all Eleanor wanted to do was not get in the car when Richie was driving drunk. But that's where I am right now. So I guess I'll keep reading. So I've just finished reading Eleanor and Park, and honestly, the ending let me down a little bit. So, I really want to know what happens to Eleanor's family. I already knew it was going to be a sad ending, and as far as how Eleanor and Park ended, them as a couple, I'm okay with. I think that was a very good ending. It was very cute, and well, not exactly cute, but it was heartbreaking and realistic, really. So that was good. I'm satisfied with that. I really wish I knew what happened to Eleanor's family, though, because there are rumors that they all moved out, but that's it. We never get any confirmation that the kids are all right, that Eleanor's mom moves on, or if she's still with Richie. We know Richie's still in the house because Park sees him, but he sees no one else. So, I'm hoping they somehow get out, but, that's never confirmed, and that really bugs me. I think it's kind of shitty of Eleanor to wait, over a year before sending a postcard to Park. And, at that point, Park was already moving on a little bit, and then I don't think the postcard messed him up or anything, but it really could have. He was already just finally starting to move on. And she sends him a postcard saying, I love you, and that's it. And, that totally could have messed him up. And I don't know if it did or not, because that's where the book ended. But probably not. It seemed like he was happy and ready to move on more. Who knows? That's about it. The big twist about who was writing the dirty notes on her binder, I already saw that coming because I looked up spoilers for it. So that wasn't much of a big twist for me. That really sucks, though. I hated the whole situation a lot. I thought this was a really rough book. It was very well written, though. And I rate it 4 out of 5 stars. 1 star up because I don't know what the hell happened to Eleanor's family. So, yeah. Thank you guys for sticking through this to the end. And remember to shop local, shop indie, and read for a better world. Bye!